really says it. There you go. So go ahead. Say Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year, everyone. From Colorado and Jackie and me. This is the start of a new year and a new decade, and we are excited to be here and excited to what's going to be happening in this next decade with ASEA.
And this is David Silverman. I'm down in Delray Beach, Florida for the winter. And although making some special trips, we'll talk about it out of here. Happy New Year, everybody. I've talked to a lot of you by phone or text or WhatsApp or Messenger since New Year's, but just officially Happy New Year to the whole team. And we're excited for what's happened last 2 years. I'm really excited what's happening, and I'm really excited for a lot of you. I'm seeing what's happening in your businesses, and many of you believed it would happen, and now it's happening, and it's so cool to watch it and be a part of it. Many of you, and Debbie and I have put this call together a few years ago. Debbie, everybody on this call is in Debbie's organization. She's a Triple Diamond in now Colorado. I'm an ambassador Triple Diamond in Florida, formerly in Maryland. And we put this call together for a few reasons. And now we're having diamonds in our group. There's going to be several new diamonds this year. But also, I want for a couple of the diamonds to say hello. First person is Amy Stacy. She's a Triple Diamond. Amy, would you mind saying hello from Charlottesville?
Happy New Year, everybody. It's going to be a fantastic year. I'm so excited. You know what I did to start off my year?
What, Amy?
I enrolled in Eric Worre's 20 and 30. I am pumped.
So you're Triple Diamond, and can you explain what that is, the 20 and 30?
It's a 12-week program, and everybody pretty much knows who Eric Worre is. And he's going to coach us into how to sign up 20 people in 30 days.
And you started already?
First session was Saturday.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Really, really excited about that.
Well, Happy New Year, Aim, and way to keep growing. And someone in your downline who's a diamond went diamond last year, Dr. Carolyn Hoffman, who's going to be doing the Ask the Doctor webinar this Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Happy New Year, Carolyn.
Hey, David. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Sorry, I've got the computer which has noises on it. Didn't intend to speak. So you caught me out there. But we're having a great start to the year. We've kind of got together with our team, and we tons of planning for the next 3 immediate months and then right through to the year. So we're kind of excited to get rock and roll in here.
Awesome. And I know I'm going to see you both at the event in Maryland outside of Washington on January 18th. You're going to both be on stage. It's going to be a great event with Tyler Norton. We'll talk about that. And Deb, I think why don't we skip the product testimonials tonight, because we've got a lot to go over, and we've got a special guest coming on. But let me just share the purpose of the call. Debbie and I, we're all servant leaders. Anybody in this business is a servant leader. We serve others. And you're looking for people who need the product, people who want to make some extra money, and you're looking for servant leaders, people that want to do more and just use the product or help a few people. And we put this call together to serve a few purposes. One is that you invite the new people on so that they can meet us, the leaders in the group. We can meet them. They can see the community that we have here. That it's not just a business about making money. We have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of support. So we also recognize and congratulate people that have achieved new levels in the company. Debbie usually goes through that because she has access to everybody's downline. I'm in Debbie's organization, so I can't see everybody. She can see everybody in her virtual office. We make announcements, things that are coming up, things that are going on. We've got a bunch of announcements tonight. And then we have some training. Sometimes people in our organization will do the training. Sometimes people from corporate will come in. President, CEO, founder, Crossline Diamonds, Ambassador Diamonds, and so forth. So that's the purpose of this call that we do every Monday at this time. just talking to people in the Philippines, they're starting to really move there. They're going to emulate what we've done here, which I think is fantastic. So we'll get to the new people in just a few minutes. Debbie, do you want to go through the recognition first, and then I'll just make some of the announcements that we have?
Sure. But I have to say that we haven't done a team phone call in 3 weeks, and there are 90 rank advancements. I'm not going to list them all. A lot of them, again, are Asian, and a lot of them aren't on the call because they don't speak English. So I'm going to go through and I'll share my screen and show you who they are. And so I'm gonna say people who aren't Asian, basically, because they're really not on the phone call, even though we congratulate them when we see them, basically. But Tim Zeman is a new Director 300, and Courtney Cam is a new Director 700. Bob Bellevue, and a hearty congratulations to Bob Bellevue, is a new Gold Executive. And I don't know that there's many new people on, but for the new people, you're an associate when you come in. When you sign up a person on your left and a person on your right, you become a director. And then when you collect 300 points by people ordering product underneath you, you get to Director 300, and then Director 700. And then your first leadership level is bronze. And that's at 2,000 points on both sides and 2 Director 300s. People have begun to start, stepping up and going into business with you. So Gold Executive is 5,000 points on one side, 5,000 on the other, and 4 Director 300s. So that is a big one, and we really heartily congratulate him. He normally can't be on the Monday night phone calls as he works, but we've both congratulated him several times. Tatiana Palais, who is on the phone call tonight, is a brand new bronze executive, which is fabulous. And first leadership position, and we're very excited. And we'll have Tatiana say just a little bit in just a second. Theodora Stratos is a new Director 700. Patrick Jones, a new Director 700. Gabby Helfis is a new Director 300s. Mary Diane Benyon is a new Director 700. Gina Raphael is a new Silver Executive. And that's 3,000 points on one side and 3,000 points on the other, and 3 Director 300s. She started in November, actually. She's in the Philippines. Yep, an amazing thing. Sheila De Luna is a new Director 700. Artemario Junior Raphael is a new Director 700. We do have a new Silver Executive who is Asian, Hong Wan Wang. So congratulations to him as a new Silver Executive. Another Gold Executive is Fong Chong, again, Asian. I'm sure these are people that are either we have a lot of Asians. They're in New York, actually. Well, some of them are and some of them are in Thailand and some of those places too. So Chen Wu is a new Gold Executive. Dan Li Z is a new Bronze Executive. Lin Fang Zheng is a new Platinum Executive. These are all fantastic jumps. Jin Feng is a Gold Executive. And this is why I don't pronounce it. Wang Wu Qi is a new Gold Executive. And Human Wang is a new Gold Executive. I'm looking for anyone else who is so the Asians have been just jumping up and going really quickly. So there are a lot of them here. A new Bronze Executive, Lily Lim. She's in Singapore. So those are the ones, and you can see them on my screen. But I wanted to get to especially the people who are on the phone call. So I would love Tatiana to be able to share a little bit about how she went bronze and what that means. if she can unmute herself.
And I was with Tatiana the first meeting. We were at Starbucks sitting outside with Mike Weiner. I said to Mike, I said, if she gets this thing, she's going to go to the top. Just lovely, lovely, lovely person. And life got in the way for a bit, and now she's just tearing it up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support. I'd have to say, you know, it really started with David and with Mike, because you guys seem to believe in me so much more than I do, and that really does hold me to a certain standards. The only advice that I can give to people is you just stick with it, and you just do a little bit, whatever it is that you're doing on the other side. I have 2 other jobs that I actually do, so this is actually my 3rd job. And the only secret here is just you just stay with it, stay strong in your conviction, stay strong in the product and what it does, and just do a little bit each day. And if you can't do it each day, just a little bit each week. Even if you just make 1 phone call, just stay in there, plug into the system, stay plugged in, come to the meeting. If you don't call not 1 person, come to the meeting, listen to 1 charge-up call, stay plugged in. And eventually things start happening, because every time I take a pause, everything freezes. But then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm going to start getting back into it. The momentum starts to lift, and all of a sudden I start getting calls from people that I couldn't even imagine. I had a person that I brought this to, and I can see them become great leaders because they already had an event and they've only been on the product for 2 weeks. They've had results, and they have another event scheduled the following week. It's less than a month. They already have 2 events scheduled at their restaurants. And it took me 2.5 years, literally 2.5 years. I told her about this, and no, it doesn't want to have anything to do with it. But I plugged her into the See a Healthy Self. So the program was dripping on her, and every 6 months I just say hi, you want to hang out, you want to talk, and she was like, wanted to push me away, thought I was just going to sell her. And the program, just by plugging her in, kept dripping on her. Every 6 months I touch base, and out of nowhere, literally, she called me up. She's like, all right, I'm in, come over here. They bought 14 cases. It's been 2 weeks, and now they're sharing it with a whole bunch of people. So it's just, do it a little bit, stay strong in your conviction, and just know that eventually, no matter how long it takes, you'll get there.
Right. Perfect.
Totally true.
Yep.
Congrats.
That's it.
And I love that you got your mother in with you, and you're doing this together. And that's a beautiful thing too.
Thank
So
you.
Congratulations. That is absolutely fantastic. Your mother will be next.
The one thing I got from what you said, the 2 things is you get in, plug in, and you do something consistently. And some people will make quick decisions, and you're working with them. Some they've said it's not no, it means not now. But I've had a lot of people come in years later, but I did not wait for them. I wasn't like, well, when they get in, then I'll make it. It's like, okay, just keep going. And like Amy, she's going to recruit 20 people in 30 days. And it is just being consistent. So congrats, Tatiana.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support, and thank you to this amazing team. It's really amazing to watch and hear everybody's stories and journeys, and to know that I'm not alone.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you.
Deb, can I make some of the announcements, and then we can talk about when is our guest coming on? Do you know?
The bottom of the hour at least.
Okay.
He's doing a motivational. He's doing a opportunity thing right now.
Okay. A couple things. There's going to be another Zoom after this one if you're interested, for people that have been in for a bit. They're going to start clearing the tree. So people that have been suspended and they have not renewed, they're going to disappear from your personal tree downline. They will maintain their spot on the it'll be a blank position on your binary tree. So the binary tree people will not roll up. On your personal tree they will. But there's going to be a special Zoom about that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And the Zoom number, I think, isn't it 850-850-8888? Debbie, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 850-850-8888. If you want to get details on that, because you're going to see some of your people disappearing. And once they're gone, they can't get that position back again. So there's going to be some advice on what to do if you sign people up that you might want to give them a call before they disappear, because January 15th they start. And it's every Wednesday from now on, you're going to see the tree clearing. You will see your percentage of active distributors starting to go up, because the people that have been sitting there for years, I mean, Debbie's got people on there for almost 10 years, they're going to start disappearing, okay? And they might want to keep their position on the tree for $25, and maybe things changed in their life and they're ready to engage and you haven't followed up with them in a while. So that's one thing. Second thing I want to mention is tomorrow night is the corporate kickoff call for the year, and SIA founder Tyler Norton is going to be on there. Do not want to miss this, okay? He does this once a year, and it is phenomenal. It's at 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday evening in the U.S., 9 p.m. Eastern, and you go to ASIAInTouch.com. ASIAInTouch.com, and if you have Zoom, it'll take you right to it. I don't know the Zoom number right now, but if you go there, it will take you to it. That's tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Debbie, you're not doing your Tuesday night Zooms right now, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's what's tomorrow night. Wednesday, we do 2 webinars. One is at 1 p.m. Eastern and one is at 9 p.m. Eastern. On this Zoom number, what you're on, this one is for guests. Okay, this is an explanation of what ASIA is and then answering questions. Debbie's doing that at 1 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday, and the 9 o'clock Eastern one is called Ask the Doctor, because either Dr. Diamond, Dr. Carolyn Hoffman, or myself will do that one, where we're going to do like a 30-minute explanation and then answer questions. So it's like a full hour if people are staying on answering questions, but it's a chance for people to come and ask whatever they want. So a lot of presentations that are done by different people in the company are one way, meaning it's a presentation and the guests can't ask any questions. We wanted to keep ours interactive, so we call it Wellness Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, going forward, I'm going to be doing the first and third Wednesdays of the month, first and third, and Dr. Hoffman is going to do second and fourth. So this Wednesday is the second Wednesday. So Carolyn is going to be doing that one. And I've jumped on hers, and what's interesting is she has higher attendance on hers than mine. I don't know if it's because she's prettier, because she's got a British accent. I don't know what it is, or she's just more dynamic. I don't know. Whatever it is, they're really, really good. So it's something to drive people to. I don't believe Alan Noble is doing this Thursday night webinars right now. So on the Winfrastructure document, realize I don't think that's happening right now. I have to talk to him to see. Live events that are coming up, big ones, to kick off the year. And I'm going to mention a special one in February. But January 18th is 2 places, in Maryland outside of Washington, D.C., and outside of Dallas, Texas. ASIA founder Tyler Norton, you all probably know, he is coming to the East Coast to speak for the first time ever. It's January 18th. Debbie's going to be flying in from Colorado to Maryland. She's going to stay at my house. I'm going to be flying in from Florida to that event. There are diamonds coming in, Dr. Hoffman, Amy Stacy, Dr. Malmed, Ed Weens. This is a big deal. You can register for it. The price is going to go up in a few days again. It jumped up from 20 to 30 a ticket now. It'll go up to 40, I think, on the 11th. So go register at ASIARockville.eventbrite.com. ASIARockville.eventbrite.com. Those 2 events. I am going to be outside of Orlando on January 30th. I'm going to be in Sarasota on February 1st. Those are 2 places that I'm going to be. Debbie can share where she's going to be. I'm not sure. To get a good look at all the events, go to ateamsupport.com. Password is associate with a capital A. Go to the events tab, and you can see everything that's going on here, Asia, Europe. I'm going to go back to Asia the first 2 weeks of March. So you know, if you have team members there or have prospects or whatever, or your downline does, I'll be in Singapore, Malaysia, and the Philippines, possibly Hong Kong. I'm not sure, possibly Taiwan too, but I know Malaysia, Singapore, and the Philippines. Philippines for a week, Malaysia for a week, Singapore probably for a day and a half. And the Envision event is for North America. Everybody should be going to that. That's like, there's 2 big events a year. Convention in September, and then in March, Envision. These are vision events. This is where people can get the big picture of everything about the company, because all of corporate is there. It's a corporate event, and it's March 26th to the 28th in Dallas, Texas. And you can look at the details at ASEAEvents.com or in your back office. That's where you can register for those events. The last thing I want to mention is the fly-in date that we're doing for our team. I've already got a lot of people coming on February 10th at corporate. It's for our team. It's for Debbie's and my team. That's it. Some other people have asked if they can come, and I said no. I mean, this is really for our team. It is a day to meet ASEA, to meet corporate. It's a 45 people max in this thing, max, and that's theater style without tables. ASEA founder Tyler Norton is going to be coming in speaking, possibly Vertus Norton, CEO Charles Spunky, President Jaron Webb, Vice Presidents, General Counsel, tour of the production facility, luncheon, all of it. And it is for network marketers, people that know network marketing, people that like network marketing, and we can make a few exceptions for people that have a big sphere of influence, that are very, very curious. And Debbie or I have to interview them, not interview, but have a discussion, three-way call to decide if they're going to be invited. Okay, it's very important. The people that go and are going to come back, and you'll hear it on the team call, and they're going to tell you it's the best thing they ever did in their entire lives in this business. A lot of people on this call are going to regret that they did not really get into action about looking for people that could qualify to come to this event. It is that powerful. People will feel the company, they will see the company, and they'll know that this is very, very special. So, and people can, if they're successful network marketers, they can qualify to be flown in by the company. The company will pay for their airline ticket and their hotel. And just so you know what the threshold is, they can prove, document in the past 3 years, in any 2 consecutive months, they've earned at least $10,000 from a network marketing company or combined network marketing companies. The company will pay for them to come in. Okay, so again, past 3 years, if they could document any 2 consecutive months, they've earned $10,000. Company will fly them in, whether it's from Asia or Europe or United States or whatever. But I'm telling you, whatever you can do, get someone there. If you have someone who understands network marketing or has had success, maybe not that much success, it takes you helping them to get there, I would do it. It's the best investment you can make, to have this up close and personal look for someone to really kick the tires and see who this company is. So if you want them to qualify to be flown in by the company, they need the tickets have to be all booked within 2 weeks of the event, so around January 26th. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. Debbie, I'll turn it over to you unless people want to ask questions about anything we've talked so far. I have talked most of the time. I'm going to turn it over to you.
No, that's fine. Well, let's ask if there are any questions about anything. You said you're going to be in Orlando on January 30th and Sarasota on the 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
DeLand.
Have people.
Nancy Scharf.
What?
DeLand, Florida, which is just a little bit north of Orlando, so Orlando area.
Okay. And will you they'll be open, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I've posted them already on my Freedom site, which you.
Oh, you have. Okay. I've got people asking. So, all right.
And Carolyn asked if I'm doing the 5th Wednesday of the month, if there are any 5th Wednesdays. Yes, I will. She's smiling.
All right.
Can you tell?
I know.
If there aren't any questions, I'll just ask before our special guest comes on, who's not on quite yet, if we have any new people here that anyone would like to introduce.
I've got someone new.
Okay.
This is
Go ahead,
Julie Jordan. I would like to introduce Rodney Bridges, and Rodney is from Lookout Mountain, Georgia.
Oh,
Rodney,
I know that mountain.
Let's see if I just unmuted Rodney. Hi, Rodney.
Hello, how are y'all?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
So Tell us about yourself, Rodney.
I don't know where to start.
Well, you got about 60 seconds, so whatever you can squeeze in 60 seconds, we want to know who you are, bud.
Okay. We live on Lookout Mountain. It's fairly near Chattanooga, and had some health issues, and I've been thinking about joining. I think for 2 or 3 years now. I'd found out about ASEA through Dr. Pompa. Went to one of his conferences in Atlanta, and finally just decided to take the plunge and see if it can help me out with some of my problems.
Terrific. Well, Julie will give you some direction on how to use the product properly. I shot a video called howtouseredox.com, and just follow those instructions and pay close attention to every little thing about your health, Rodney, because maybe your major problem will go away first. Maybe it'll be something minor or something that's not your major issue. But you want to be cognizant of the changes. Product works. It's just a matter of when a person actually sees and senses that it's happening. Okay.
Okay.
What do you do there in Lookout Mountain?
We have 2 vacation rentals, and we're working on another property. County's been giving us some problems, but we're hoping we're going to be able to start on it in a couple of weeks. We've been waiting for about a year now.
So you like residual income, it sounds like.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Since it's such a small world, I have to ask you one quick question. I have friends who live on Lookout Mountain. Their name is Thurmond. You don't happen to know them, do you?
I'm not sure. We've been here about
Okay.
5 years. It's
Okay.
kind of spread out, so we're still meeting people.
Okay. Just a quick question. Welcome to the team, Rodney.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
you got a great upline in Julie. She's fantastic. I was just with her last year down in Gulf Shores. I was down there. So welcome. Anybody else have anybody new?
I have someone, Tamara Jeremio.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi.
Let's see, Tamara. Oh yeah, here we go. She's unmuted.
Hi.
There you are.
Hi. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you?
I'm in Ferndale, Maryland.
Okay.
I met Joyce through church, and I kind of knew about ICEA because she kind of, would trickle it in my ear a little bit. I have 2 special needs sons, and I am also an emergency veterinary technician. And I was using it I started using it for myself. I'm starting to slowly get my kids to take it. And it has helped me immensely with my fatigue. So I can't wait to see what else it does.
Perfect. That's wonderful. Yes, I think you'll see things with both your kids and perhaps some animals also.
Yeah.
See all kinds of stuff. That's wonderful. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, welcome to the team. There's a great website, I'm not sure if you know, called animalwebinar.com. Animalwebinar.com, and the password is word associate with a capital A. You can go in and hear a lot of veterinarians and breeders and so forth there. Great resource for you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Anyone else new?
Hey, Debbie.
Yes.
We have a new associate as of last Sunday. His name is Dave Fisher. He lives outside of Charlottesville, Virginia, and he's been with UPS for, 30 years. And I believe he's on as Dave's iPhone. So Dave, there you are.
Hey,
Welcome aboard, my friend.
thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Amy, and I'm excited about it.
Hi, Dave. Welcome aboard. I'm David, and that's Debbie there.
Hi,
Welcome to the
Dave.
team.
How you guys doing tonight?
We're great.
Excited to be on board.
What are you
All right.
excited? What are you excited about?
I'm excited about all the possibilities that ASEA can offer. And I've been using it a couple days now, and I already see good results on it.
What do you see? More energy, or what do you think? What do you better
Oh
sleep?
yeah, I've had a Achilles injury from UPS that they wanted to have surgery back. They wanted to have surgery a couple months ago, and I've already noticed results. The tendon is going down.
Awesome.
And, yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I'll be in Rockville on the 18th.
All right.
Fantastic.
We'll both get to meet you. Perfect.
Yes.
Welcome
I think
aboard.
you'll
You got
enjoy Tyler immensely.
you got a great upline in Amy. So whatever, we just tell her what it is you want out of this. If it's just better health, or you want to make money, whatever it is, just tell her. She'll guide you
both.
and help you.
Yeah, it's both.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well,
Hey, Deb,
welcome to the team. Yes.
Let me announce real quick how many people we have registered so far for Rockville. Right now, we're at 320 people registered for that event. It's going to probably be over
Cool.
400 people there. Big event on January 18th to meet Tyler Norton up close and personal.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
When do we need to get to with you as far as guests, since they're not like documented?
I think online you can register guests, Debbie, can't you?
You can.
You can.
You can
Yeah.
register your guests online and put their name in.
Got it. Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. And the price goes up, Debbie, on the 11th, is it? Is that what it is?
Well,
I think we made it 1 week before.
yeah, I
before
think it
the
was 1
event.
week before. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to go up to $40. So if you've got anybody else that's thinking about it, even, you might want to get a ticket. And well, if they're an associate, if they're a guest, they can come for free.
Yeah, and I'm booking the leadership dinner. I'll make sure everybody understands this. The leadership dinner is Friday night before. It's going to be near the hotel. I have not booked the venue yet because I don't have total numbers. Right now we're at 30 people. But if you are a bronze or above, or you have a bronze or above in your downline, they can come to this leadership dinner with Tyler Norton, who's going to be coming in early. So we're going to have dinner with him, and it's really it's a special thing. I've had people that knew about these leadership dinners we've had and said, I'm going bronze before then. And they went bronze the week before because they really wanted to be there. So let me know if you're coming. I mean, I've got a list and I see faces on here where I think are coming, who are bronze or above, but they're not on this list. So make sure you let me know. In fact, let me just read it right now so you don't hear your name, you know I don't have you. Me, Debbie, Tyler, Susan Stanger, Corey Bagley, my son Max, Amy, Jeanette Chambers, Steve Attar, Kathy and Marty Morin, Dorothy Dabney, Nancy Sharp, Buffy, and David Donahue, Sarah Sturm, Jordan Vasiloff, Beverly Trapnell, Sharona Futterman, and Irene Reyes. The rest are people from other diamond organizations. So let us know, okay?
I'm coming, David.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
Risa.
Risa, awesome. You coming alone, Risa?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Got you down. Thanks, Risa.
David, Paul and I are going to be there. Are we not on the list?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're there. You were the first. You were first ones. You're there. Sorry.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Got it. Okay. So, Debbie, you want to describe? I don't know if he's on yet, but you want to tell everybody who's coming on?
I will describe him, and he is on.
Oh, he is on.
Yes, he is. And
Good. It's better that you describe him than me. He won't like the way I describe him.
well, I can describe him in different terms also, very colorful ones, as a matter of fact. However, this is a man who I think David and I have respected for years because we worked with him in another company. Just a fabulous businessman from the get-go. Has learned network marketing and is the fastest growing network marketer with his American team in the country. And he has come to Gaithersburg before and Maryland before to speak, and the whole team just sat with their with their eyes and ears glued to his words. He just keeps everything very simple, and because of that, he can grow an organization because they don't think it's difficult. And so I probably said enough for most all of you to know who I'm speaking about, but the famous Terry Latham is on our team phone call tonight, and we're so excited. So Terry
is an ambassador double diamond, soon to be
Yes.
ambassador triple diamond. He's on
You
the
like saying that, by the way.
advisory. He's on the advisory council. Terry and I we've been going up the ranks together, and we talk all the time. And we went through the tough times, guys. We went through when ASEA had a lot of difficulties with IT and a lot of things, and we always talked about the day would come where we are right now. So Terry, thanks for jumping on, man. We had promoted your event in Dallas with you down there on January 18th with CEO Chuck Funky, and said we got one in Maryland, you got one there. We got the country covered here. Thanks for being on the call, bud.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really, no joke. I mean, I can have some fun on this call. I know we do have a lot of fun, but I have all the respect in the world for you, David, and of course you, Debbie, and what y'all do and what y'all stand for, and always been a steady voice for the company. I want to show y'all something, if y'all don't mind, if I can share my screen real quick.
Sure.
Host, disable attendee screen share. You got to give me the ability to share.
Debbie, you got it, or?
Well, think about this, guys, as we go through this. Why are you building ASEA? And y'all, of course, you don't all answer, but think about this. Why are you building ASEA? And, I think, a lot of times I was watching this deal with Simon Sinek. Some of y'all may have seen it before, but we talk about the golden circle, y'all know, where it starts talking about the whys in the center and the how and all this, but we tend to focus too much on the how versus the why. There's also another short little 2-minute video. I'll send it to you, David or Debbie. And it was one that was around the bagel. Have y'all heard about that one? And so it tends to be what Simon Sinek's talked about, this bagel, and that he and his friend got done running this race. And Simon says, let's go get that bagel. And his friend says, no, the line's too long. He goes, well, I want the bagel. He goes, no, the line's too long. So what's the difference in the way we look at ASEA? Now, for example, Simon knew what he wanted, right? And his buddy looked at what? The obstacle. And so what Simon did was we actually wanted to cut in line. And there's more to the story. But here's the thing. We tend to focus so much on the obstacle versus knowing how to build our own dream. I tell you, I want to show you something real quick. And these are some numbers that are pretty staggering. Here's something else we found out. 54% of Americans out there right now are looking for a side gig. 54% of Americans are looking for a side gig right now. Let me show this to you real quick. I pulled this up. I was looking at some other things real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. Where is it? Bear with me. Okay, this is something that was put up. It says 7 mistakes that you can make before you retire. You wait too late, start saving. Does anybody know anybody like that? Here's something. You're in debt. Does anybody know that? You're already 401k. Here's something for you. You're not saving enough. It says showing that 10% Americans, 10%, jumped off the roller coaster. What is something? Here's something for you. You're not playing catch. Oh, let me show you something. There's something here that was, if I had it right, where is it? Here it is. You wait too long to start for retirement. 42% of people are not saving anything. Get that. Think. Oh, you guys, wait. Think about that for a second. And so I was listening to a radio in Austin, Texas, the other day. I was driving around, and y'all know I don't live in Austin. I live outside of Austin, make that clear. But here's the thing. And they were talking about, think about the last decade, how we work has totally changed. Think about how we've become more efficient, how Uber, Airbnb, all this stuff has changed. Now, let's fast forward 10 more years. Do you know what they think one of the biggest epidemics we're going to have coming up? People are not going to be able to find work. So here's the deal. The question always comes, do you lead with product or business? I heard a great mentor of mine tell me one time, he said, you lead with product, you get product sales. You lead with the business, you get salespeople. You lead with a vision, you get leaders. You know, here's a look at this. A whopping 54% of working baby boomers had less than $25,000 paid for retirement. So let me
Hey, Terry, you're breaking up. Maybe turn your camera off so you get better bandwidth. We can't hear you.
They say
Hey, Terry.
25,000 and they're a baby
Terry.
boomer. Is it possible that these guys can retire?
Hey, Terry. Terry.
So we tend to, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
You got
breaking
me?
up. Turn your camera off, I think, because it's hard to hear you. Can you hear me? Terry, are you still there?
I'm back now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. I'm sorry. Because with your camera off, I think we'll be able to hear you better.
That was awful. I just did an opportunity Zoom. I hope people heard me. They're so fired up.
We heard most of it.
I look better with the camera off anyway.
Well, I didn't want to say,
I didn't want
to say that, but
that's okay. I'll let you have that one.
I thought the bagel joke was going somewhere else, to tell you the truth.
No. But guys, as we come into 2020, I'm in Salt Lake City right now. As David said, I've been blessed to sit on the Global Council for the past 5.5 years. We normally have our Global Council in December. We're having it for the next few days. We'll go 8 to faint in the next few days. Now, the reason we moved it to January, because there are some big things coming, guys, big things coming. And the only thing I could tell you, not to sound cliche, but 2020, you need to have 2020 vision for what you're wanting to accomplish this year. And let me tell you, guys, this is your year, and you've got to take it now. I'm telling you guys, I think we're on the verge of a massive explosion. I wouldn't take it for granted. Or even look around at the same people that you've known that is in ASEA that might be at the same spot. I had a lady that's on one of my accountability calls this morning. She shared with me, and we do a simple accountability call, guys, where they come in. I say, what did you accomplish yesterday? What is your goal today? And they share their numbers. And she's been with me for 2 years. And she's been active for 9 months. And this is what started. When she first started going through this, she had all the problems that any of us would have. But what she started, consistency will create success. And because she's consistent, she's so lit on fire because now the doors are starting to open up. Now, what changed? She's consistent. She's not worrying about being perfect. She's being perfectly imperfect. Does that make sense? Now, there's a book, and I'll send this, guys, to you. It's called Consistency is the New Currency. Okay, Consistency is the New Currency. It is a short read, guys, and I've got that in my team right now, and it is lighting their butt on fire. And actually, my wife read it the other day, and she read it in an hour. It took me 2 weeks, but she read it in an hour. Hey, by the way, I know it's recorded. That was a joke. But anyway, so that book, like I said, short read, but it'll really bring things home for all of us, that if we're just consistently telling people about ASEA, not worrying about being perfect or being, a professional network marketer or anything else, but you're consistently knowing the story, you're great. And always remember this also, 54% of Americans are looking for a side gig right now. So you can walk out and ask somebody point blank, look, I just saw an interesting statistic that 54% of the people are out there looking for an opportunity. Does that sound like you? Guys, don't overthink it. Let's keep this thing simple. But anyway, I didn't know if you want me to share anything else tonight, David and Debbie, but I've always enjoyed coming on Chill Zoom.
Well, I don't mind asking you, Terry, thanks for being here. And try turning your camera back on. Let's see if it works. It might have been your screen sharing. I want to see your pretty face. There you go. Some of the people that come in here into ASEA have been in network marketing before, and some have not. And I always say when I speak, I ask how many, when I'm doing a training or even sometimes a presentation, I ask how many people have been in network marketing before. They raise their hands, and how many people have never been in. And I'll say, well, no offense to the people who are new at all, but there's no way that you can appreciate what we have here as much as the people that have been in network marketing before. Because you and I were in a company before. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly in ownership, in management, and all of it, the greed. And I know you and I, when we found this, I found it a little bit before you did. But we feel so fortunate and cherish this. It's precious. This is what we've been dreaming of. And what can you say to that for people that may have been in other companies and had bad experiences with the company, with the product, with the compensation plan, with the company going out of business, with integrity? You're on an advisory council. Been here for 6 years now, I think, something like that. 7 years. What's your take on this? Is where we are right now, what we have with this company at this moment?
So going back to, if you had a bad experience before in this industry or this, and I can answer that pretty simple. This ain't that. I mean, guys, think about it for us. I mean, and I'm dumbfounded when we overcomplicate this, guys. And we do it to ourselves. And I know, David, y'all teach the 3 and 5, and you got things like that you can literally walk into somebody and rub the gel on them, and they stop hurting. So what do you do next? I mean, really think about this. So what we've experienced, over 50% growth in 2018, over 35% growth last year. We're breaking records. People are starting to take notice of who we are now. I don't think I've ever been more I don't want to sound cliche. And I know we always talk, are you excited and stuff? I'm extremely focused. Let me put it that way. People sometimes ask, David, why do you guys work so hard? I mean, y'all look at the average incomes at the ambassador ranks. We're all around the 7-figure. All this, when we start looking at the incomes that are out there, and people say, why do you work so hard? And here's a simple answer: because we know what we have. You see, guys, when I came to ASEA, I didn't come to save the world. And don't throw tomatoes at me or anything like that. I love this industry. I love this business, but I came to save myself first. I was so excited to be excited again, and I didn't overcomplicate it. When I also got in, and people say, well, how's the compensation plan work? And let me tell you this. I knew about the binary. I knew it was 2 legs. I didn't get all the details, but this is what I knew. Only thing I knew. I asked enough questions to find out that the people that make $1 million a year income had sponsored at least 100 frontline, at least. So I said, in me, I like tangible things I can control. I can't control whether or not you do it or you don't do it. I can only control my own activity. In the same respect, you can only control your own. You can only take care of the person in the mirror. And unless we're willing to do that, people are not going to follow you. People listen with their eyes, not their ears. We tend to want to tell people what to do rather than show them what to do. Here's the thing: go fight. I did the breakout session, and it was really just a thing. I did the whole thing, push play, and I show a video, and there's the process we go through. And I had one of my leaders go home and implement it. Now, there's more people at this, but one in particular. She committed to do 3 in homes a week, guys, 3. Now, 1 in her home, and she started getting in her people's home every week. And I did a call with her, and it's pretty amazing. So anyway, she did the first one. The internet didn't work. The video didn't come up. It was a botch. But she closed it with the 3-way. The 3-way or Zoom, or it was a 3-way at the time. It was a short 5-minute call that was able to help validate what people saw. And here's the thing: she had like 4 guests there. Get this, they all signed up. So she's done since convention, and now excluding Christmas break, she did 3 meetings every single week in them. That was her commitment. She could control that. That was her commitment. Remember her little box. So she controlled, and she said, and never, she only had 1 no-show. And all the meetings were a botch, messed up. They started getting better. But here's the thing. 90% of the people, our guests, signed up. And the other 10% are still in the process and looking to sign up. And here it gets even better. The guest in the home said, "Can you do this at my house next week?" So here's the thing. What people are buying into are somebody chasing a dream and simplifying the process versus always being perfect. As they're simply playing the bit. And this is what they're saying. I can do that. And if they're saying, I can do that, guys, they'll duplicate exactly what you want them to do. Now, here's the biggest piece as you do this. The biggest part of this is the 3-way or the closing Zoom at the back end. If you're not doing 3-ways, guys, you're killing yourself. As David likes to say, as a double ambassador, for myself, I still don't try to close my own people. Guys, let me be clear. I don't close my own people. I leverage a third-party credibility to close the people for me. And they don't have to be in my upline. I've got a silver that helped close a person for me the other day, just sharing their story. Guys, remember the complexity of our business happens to be the simplicity. Don't overcomplicate it. I hope that answered your question.
It does, Terry, thanks. And, when you say you close, sometimes people think in closing, it's like you're saying, give me your credit card. That's not what we're doing, right? It's validating and answering the questions and saying, here's what I would do. Just enroll, order this. You're not collecting the information and writing it down. You're just being the third party validator, right?
Right. So let me ask you guys, here's a close for you guys. If you're doing a 3-way with somebody or talking to somebody and they've seen it, if they've seen a video, there's no need for you to repeat what they just saw. They already saw it. Just validate. Did y'all lose me?
You lost you for a second. You're back now.
You got
maybe turn that off.
At me?
Your video off, maybe. There you go.
So here's the deal. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So if I'm talking to you and if I'm talking to a prospect and I say, Debbie, you've seen all this information, let's say on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 not interested at all and 10 being ready to rock and roll, where do you see yourself? And let's say they say a 7. Here's a question for them. What's it going to take to get you to be a 10?
Mm-hmm.
That's it, guys. I mean, let's not overcomplicate this, and always remember people are looking. But also, if you're not the best at doing certain things, guys, that even sometimes works better. Just be good at connecting them to people who are better than you. That's been my whole success, guys. I'm not a doctor. When it comes to the product, if you want me to break down the product of ASEA Redox, I'll confuse you and me both. Okay. But I know people that know the product. I know people, even when it comes to compensation plan. If somebody fires off a question, I'll take them to theamazingmolecules.com. I'll take them and I'll show them the video. Or but I don't get into it, go tit for tat. And like I told you guys, if I'm starting somebody, say they're a big networker and they say, I need to know how the competition, and I'll say, let me tell you, when I started, only thing I focused on, if I knew that the people making $1 million a year sponsored 100+ frontline. And that was something I could control. Now those numbers hold true. No, guys, not for everybody. If I got a doctor and they got ready-made client base. But if you got 100 people that say they want to join the business, they'll probably hold pretty close to being true, especially if you do it fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Just if you don't do it fast, you never get off the ground. You never get the momentum. You're not going to bring 100 people in the first month, but like Amy Stacy's on here, and she's a triple diamond, and she's doing the Eric Worre program. Bring in 20 people in 30 days. There's power in bringing people in quickly because you get off the ground. And I just want to tell you, Terry, I really appreciate you being on the call with us.
So do
And,
I.
we go back and forth. We help each other. Debbie goes on your calls. I go on them. Well, usually you tell me, you give me about 3 minutes to say SMS, so I mean, you don't know what you're talking about when you say goodbye. But we really do appreciate you being here, and it's just a thrill to be on this journey with you, and we all work together as a team. We appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Terry, very much. And thank you for taking the time since you're in Salt Lake.
Y'all, everybody have a happy new year. Let's make this the best one yet.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeehaw.
Say hi to Aaron.
Yes.
Okay, well,
All right.
we're want to see if anybody has any questions from anything we talked about it. And before we wrap it up, we're just about the top of the hour. We're going to try to keep these to 60 minutes every night, but every
Yes,
Monday. Is there
please.
anybody that has a question? Unmute on the bottom left of your screen, question or comment about anything that we've talked about or anything else.
David and Debbie, I was just going to say that I'm going to be in DeLand, as you know, David. And as of last night, information for that event on November 30th, January 30th, should be in the back office calendar.
Awesome.
You can go there too. And the event.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you, Dorothy.
Yeah, me too.
I think I'm staying at your house, actually.
Sounds great. Yeah.
I saw that face.
Surprise.
Might be sharing a room, but I think you might not be the only one there.
Well, as long as Bill is there too. I mean, your husband.
There, he went back today to get ready for you.
Awesome. Maybe we can play golf on Friday morning. See if he wants to play.
Yeah, I'll put that out there. It's kind of a crazy weekend. There's a race on Saturday. It's
right. I know about that.
The Me Strong race that gets here every year. So, but I don't know, Bill might.
All right. And listen, everybody, I'm going to jump off because I want to get on the Zoom. Remember, there's a Zoom taking place right now about the clearing of the tree, about people that are suspended that have not been active. They're going to go away. First time in history of the company. It's never happened. It starts next week. The Zoom number is 850-850-8080. Is that right, Deb?
No, 8888.
Oh, I'm sorry. 850-850-8888. Everybody got that? So right now, 850-850-8888. Debbie, I'll let you finish it out. I'm muting.
Well, I will say good night to everyone and thank you for being on and happy New Year. And go listen to Marsha White. She knows her stuff.
Thank you.
All right, let me unmute everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.